Okay, and on with these pockets, because the decoration inside is sort of, you know, like up to you really what you do here. You could have a journaling spot there, and this could be hidden, you know, or like I put that piece of paper in, you know, pretty piece of paper on with that pocket, these pockets here. All right, so I use this as a pocket, and then I tuck something in there as well to make another one. So I think I got something cut off from here, so I'll try and find another piece of this card. Okay, got a bit of that. I used the file folder actually that we cut the top off, remember, to make our false bit here. Yep. So I'm just cutting that apart. There's another bit here, and I thought actually that might look nice with, you know, some of that in. So I'm gonna fold over a bit there. Make sure it's straight though. Let's have a look. I mean, don't get me wrong, scoring is better. You know you're going to get it straight then, but that's fine. So, and then, so I bring it here, yeah, and I'll come in with that, and I think I'll do a taller pocket this time, so that we don't need to do anything down there. I'll do that. I'm just going to mark it a little bit, just where I know it's going to go, which is there. Okay. I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, and then we need to leave a bit so we can fold it over. So I reckon about there. That's got to be cut off. Okay. Preferably straight over that. Looks like I've been on the alcohol there, which I haven't. Oh dear, which way are we? That way. You see, getting to the end of the day. Right. So I come in a bit where that line is there. Okay, let me fold over. If you want to be on the safe side, don't be lazy. Get your scoring board out. I'm not saying that anybody's lazy, mind. Not really. It's me. I tend to talk to myself. Right, and then I'm going to come down there. Okay. All right. So you don't need to see the wonky line. And I'm going to mitre those as well. I just got this thing about keep measuring everything. I think it definitely comes from mini albums, because everything had to be so accurate, didn't it? Now I just fold things in place and, yep, that's cool, that'll do. I think that's pencil. Right, okay, so if you need to stamp or anything, which I do, because I want it to look like that, but I think that's quite nice. So we'll have a pocket there and a pocket here, but what I'm going to do first is cut this off. All right, so I don't stick down this pocket. I just where the mark, I know that's the top, so I need to just come down a little bit, so I point my scissors just below it, that mark, yeah, like that. Okay, I need to do the other side as well. None of this you see, and then I start down here, okay, just a little bit lower, like I've done the other side, and then I'll go down there. Okay, the knees you need to mitre that way, and the same here. Okay. So now we've got a most peculiar looking pocket, but it works, because that you can take some off of here. Don't need any of that. It just adds less bulk. So that sits there, you see. And you can actually just put it down like that. And stick that down. Just gotta get rid of that. And stamp up as well, because I'm getting very forgetful. Can't find my rubber. Get rid of all the pencil marks. Ink up around there anyway, so you don't really see it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stamp a bit. Right, put them away, didn't I? Oops, that one, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. And I use potting soil, if I remember rightly. And I'm going to stick that in. Okay, I will stick this one in first. That's about right, I think. Don't put any glue down there. Leave that alone. Just on the sides. Right, now I bring this up. Okay. I will start down here, then the glue is not up here, you see. That's fine. You see there's a tiny little bit of a gap. That's because we've come in here, but that's all right. Again, you can put washi tape or a mat on here and it will cover that up, all right? I might be able to move that over a bit. I think I can, yeah. We got a nice little shaped pocket there too, for a change. Right, so we'll need to stick these down. Now. And now we have a double pocket. Okay, that goes right the way down the bottom. And you've got another one there. So if I've got a big tag a minute. Not, so that one goes there. And that one can go there. You see? Goes all the way down. Yep. Okay. Right, I think I'll do the big envelope now on the back, and most of the rest is just decoration. Oh, and how to put that in. Right, got my envelope. So I need to cut the envelope down. Okay, because it needs to fit into here. Alright. So put it there. Like that. And again, you have to sort of adapt this a little bit because you can't see, but that's my mark. Yeah, it needs to come off. Okay, so I use that one there to cut right off the back. Okay, so that's all cut. The best thing I suggest is to either glue down this bit here. I'm going to stitch mine, okay, and also to decorate your envelope. All right, and then make your hinge. That's just an inch wide, same height as your envelope, yeah, inch wide, and then you either fold it up and burnish it, or you score down the middle, okay, and then you've got your hinge to put in. So I tend to just cut those off like that, just a little bit. Okay, I'll just show you where that goes, and then we can decorate the envelope. I'm not going mad with it because I've got a few things to do. I've got to finish that journal, haven't I? So I thought I'd get this done because I've had quite a lot of inquiries about it. So okay, just leave the same sort of amount at the top and the bottom. And it sticks in just a little bit away from, just make sure that's away from there. That should be all right. Okay, and then that envelope sits on top of there, and then you've got your hinge. Okay, so right, I'm going to stamp over mine. Just trim a bit of paper. I lay this in, but it's a bit less than that. Stick-it notes are pretty good. That stops a bit, but it rubs off anyway. Just lay that on there. I think I'll use this stamp this time. That's that one there. Okay. And what we're going to use, potting soil. Okay. I'm not going to worry about the other side because I'll most probably cover that up, right? Okay. And then some vintage photo. Okay, so if you're not stitching around it, just glue your bottom, all right? But I am. See you in a minute. Okay, that's all done. Okay, and that side I usually mat or something, so we can stick it in on there. Right, I put the glue on this part. Okay, and when you mat this, that covers that. Okay, when you do other things with this, you can cover that up that. All right. And then all you've got to do is make a nice tag to go in here, and it looks nice if you've got something in there that comes out. There's that. And I would mat that, and then you can put your pockets down here. Now, I'm just seeing, I've got these pockets here. I think they're a little bit deep, but I'm just wondering whether they would fit. May not. Might be a little bit short. Oh gosh, millimetre. No, I think we're all right actually. I'm just wondering. I know they're a bit long, but show you that in a minute. I'm just thinking that it's going to come right over there, so it's going to have to be less. Not anything too bulky. If that went there. Okay, and then you're going to have something sticking out to hide that. That could be quite interesting. Just a fraction over, really, which is such a shame. But they might. So look, let's just make it. Oh, gosh, not much in it at all. I thought that would be quite nice, something like that. So I might do it and then patch up the other side with something. Do you see what I mean? Because I haven't got much to patch up with a bit of lace or something coming down here, even a bit of washi tape. I think we could get away with that, just that there, without having to trim these down. I mean, yes, we can trim them down, of course we can, but I'm trying to avoid it where I can. Save work. But I think they're going to go there, and I won't mat that. Okay, I'm going to stick those right down. Alright, I'm just going to make sure they're nicely burnished. I won't stick these down because I think we can mat in here and then have a pocket. Do that. Then ink them up. And I'll come back to you. Get them all done first. Here we go. Right, what I'm going to do is just ink up down there. Just to dull that a bit. There we go. And then stick these in. And I'm going to stick them right down. Okay, but I'm only going to go, let's have a look where we are. Yeah. So little, look. So a little bit of lace or anything like that would cover that. Okay. I thought about it before. I would have made sure the envelope was the same size as these, but that's only come to me afterwards, because we've got a you know, pocket here now. Yeah. And then we've got a pocket there and a pocket there. I mean, we could have had another pocket underneath, but I think there's too much weight on that envelope if we've done any more. Just make sure that's stuck down. And the same here. Make sure it's not oozing out. Okay, so we need to mat in here. Could do music paper on that bit, and then maybe something patterned on there, or I think actually I'm going to go for some patterned or something else now. Okay, and I think some of that would be nice. Yeah, because you could go right across there. Yep, I like that. And I'm going to just there and cut that off. off. Ink it up. Let's glue it down. Now we can stick our pockets down. Again, if you think about doing this before, then I would, what I'm going to do though is you can sew around them. I didn't think about it until after I'd done it, so. All right, and that's about, time you've got a tag in there, that's about enough, I think, because I haven't got any gap here on this one. I could have put a little gap, but moved in that way slightly, but I didn't. But I like the fact that that's a little pocket. Okay, put a little tag in, and also put some tags in there, so that's another pocket. Okay, and that's working fine. Yeah. Okay, that's that bit. Now we go on with this pocket, and that's about all the pockets done, so it's up to you then to decorate it. So which I can do that maybe in another video, because I don't really need to decorate another one, not like that, not for now. I'll get on with that other journal and then get that finished, and then I can go back to that and maybe decorate it, because it's up to you how you decorate yours, isn't it? That's the backbones of how I do it. Yeah, nice pocket there, lovely. Oh, and I also put that another sort of pocket here, didn't I? Cut it down and put it in. Anyway, I'll have a look in a minute. Right, what we're doing now is this one. Okay, I do mine in two parts because of the height of the card. All right, so I don't have any flaps or anything on the bottom piece, just for the top of the envelope. Okay, my flaps are on this piece, which I'll explain in a minute. So all I do is cut a piece of card the same size, same width, sorry, because I want it to go, miss that there. Okay, because I'm going to have to come down a bit so that it doesn't poke out at the end there of that shape. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, so I don't want it to stick over there. All right, so I tend to, again, get a piece of card, and then I will just fold it over exactly where I want it, and then I'll leave about 1 3/4 for a flap of the envelope. Yeah, and then that's sitting there nicely, and this piece will be stuck down on 3 sides. Yeah, and I'll leave that open after we do that bit there. All right, and ink it up and everything. All right, because this one's quite a lot lighter than the rest I've been using, so that's all right. I can change that. I'm going to spray it with a bit of tea. It doesn't matter about that, because that's sort of inside really. It's just the flap and that side of the flap there. And there, you don't see the back. So I'll get that dry, and then we'll ink it up, and that should blend in a bit better. I'm going to ink it up a bit more. That's all nice and dry. Sort of check. Yeah, that's loads better. I'm not going to worry about that because that's going to be covered up. Yeah, so that's blended in lovely now. All right. So let's put this on. So usually just mark middle. It's around about 7.5. Where's my pencil? I don't want to use a pen. Here we go. Well, I can use a pen because it'll be covered up anyway. Right, I'm coming down. Sorry. Do it on the flap. Yeah, I think that's where I put it. Yeah. So it's going to go. Okay, so I'll just do that. Because this is going to cover that up anyway. And then I'm going to place that there. And make the hole. And then we can put the brad through. Okay, I'm not going to worry about covering that up because that can all be done after. Okay, and right, now we've got to think about what goes behind it for tying it up. All right, bit of string. Right, I found my string. Okay, so you just tie this round here. I'm just going to make sure it's long enough to go around the back and then back up onto this one. Okay. Just tie it up underneath and not too thick. That's that. And then turn that around so that faces the back, and then you put a bead of glue along there. Then you have to wait for this to dry before you stick it down. I shall stick at the back of the card to the, we want a pocket, so you can add a bit of tape over it if you want to, but it's not necessary. Okay, now we can stick it down. All right, so all three sides, except this one. Make sure it misses that top, which I said. Go, and then on with this one. Okay, right, so what I do, I get another piece of paper and I'll fold it over. I can't remember if I explained it, sorry. And then it's the same length of this, of course. Add in 1/2 inch each side, all right, for your flaps. All right, and then that's another flap there as well. Okay, I mean, that's quite big, so don't need to be quite as much as that for a flap, for a pocket. So I will take a bit off that. Okay, and because this is the top, all right, I'm going to stick that bit down. Again, that just reinforces the opening. Okay, let's look. I think we need to ink up a little bit though, make it easier now. It's like I'd normally do a pocket, all right? Hopefully that you understand that, because I've done loads of tutorials on these. And then that sits in there, and then we've got a nice, and I always leave a gap here so that you can get things in and out, all right, easily. And that's going to sit there. And what I will do though, I'm just going to ink up down here. I just feel that if that is poking out, it's quite light, so you might notice. And the same here. Again, these flaps always go over the side bits. Make sure they're in, and the bottom is over the top of it. Turn it over, and then we glue down here. There we go. There we go. And then that's the string that goes there. So that's that pocket, and then got a nice pocket underneath as well. All right, so that's that. So what we've got to do is this here. So again, that's 2 grommets, a bit of elastic for your journal, hole punch. So you either do it with the normal hole punch that you're used to. What I'm going to do is just set my guide though. I quite like it so that it's only just there. So I'm just going to set it so I get the other one the same as well. Go in there, right in the middle. Okay. And the same here. Two grommets. I think I use some of the coloured ones up because I don't tend to use a lot of those. So on things like this that I make, I do. Right, so you want the nice bit to be shining on the outside. Yeah. Put that in. That's just done that. And the same with this one. Right. And there's your elastic. I've got the 2mm one here. I tend to poke through the back. If I could see. There we go. Got sun's in my eyes actually. And then see, it's slightly thicker than that one. Yeah. Now I pull it quite tight because it's surprising how elastic sort of goes a bit baggy after a while, so I actually pull it quite tight. That's why I like to put the grommets in. Okay, my last bit of elastic. Okay, right, where's my journal? This one's going to be a bit short because the other one I done was only 8, I think. And there's the journal, all right. Oh, it might be all right, actually. And then it sits in there. Okay. It sits in there perfectly. Okay, right, so let's see what it's looking like. So that goes there, yeah. And then that goes over like that, and then that goes that way. There we go. And that sits in there, lovely. Yeah, just got to do the front really, and you know, the rest is decoration, isn't it? So we most probably put something on the back here. Did I do that one on there? No, I didn't. No. I just wondered what I'd done on the other one because I haven't really finished the other one, so that people were wanting to know how to make it, so I thought I'd better get on with it. So pocket here, and yeah, the same as that. I've done, as you can see, I don't think I need to show you that. This is just another flip out pocket. Okay, that, you know, you do what you like in these areas. All right, well, I think that's the basics done. The rest is, you know, up to you with your pockets and everything, what you want to place everywhere. All right, the same as that one. Nice big pocket on the front, which is there. In fact, if I got that now, I haven't got much left in the other one. I could have nicked it all. So that sits there nicely, you see. Yeah. Okay. So there you have it. I think you can manage the rest on your own. Yeah, it's been fun. Oh, I usually chop this off a bit. That was a bit long. I don't mind a bit hanging down, but it was a bit excessive. Did I have some in there? Yeah. Put that in. Nick that. Instant journal. Same here. I could do with a taller tag there, really. Just for effects. Yeah. And some more old bits of paper, say. Well, actually, yeah, that one went in there, didn't it? Can go in there. Poking through, and because of this raggedy bits here, you see, you don't really see that bit there. Just looks like double file folder, and then some nice things in those pockets, and you can put something in there and maybe put some strip down that bit, tighten that up. Yeah, there you have it. It's there now, and then wrap around. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, thank you very much for watching then. I hope you saw how I made that. I'm sure you did. Okay, it was fun. I love them. I love making things like that. Have to come up with some other little bits and pieces with them because I quite enjoy them. So, okay, bye for now then.